So there you are, right? You just got started today. And for this slide purpose, we're saying that you joined at the $530 pack. That's what we call the bonus pack, because that's where we begin to pay the additional bonus for you, okay? So here you are, you just got started. What are you gonna do first, right? You're gonna go out and start to build your organization, right? So you're gonna go out and sponsor your 2 people. The PS stands for personally sponsored. So you just personally sponsored Bob on your left leg and Bill on your right leg. Now remember, for the bonus portion of this, they also joined at the bonus pack, the $530 pack. So now how do we start to pay you from that? It's real simple, because the next thing you're going to do is you're going to earn a $200 fast start bonus. Okay, you're going to earn $200 for bringing in Bob, and you're going to earn $200 for sponsoring Bill. But hang on one second before we move on. When Bill and Bob just joined at that pack, okay, we will be sending them $539.50 worth of products. They're getting 2 months of the multivitamin, 2 months of the weight loss, 3 months of the energy, and 3 months of the sleep capsule. Folks, this is the real deal. We're putting products in people's hands so that they can share that experience with their friends, their neighbors, their coworkers, people that they just meet. And again, as we move on in the future, we're going to teach you, share with you how to put little, quote unquote, gift bags together with like a 2-day sample of a few things. So you can share it with them, and you can follow up with them, and you can get them then to become a champion with you. So all you've done so far is you sponsored Bob, earned 200, sponsored Bill, earned 200. But to fulfill this big bonus, you want to go help Bill and Bob, correct? You just want to help them do the same exact thing. So you want to help them to each sponsor 2 at the bonus pack. So now Bob has personally sponsored 2 people. Bill has also sponsored 2 people. So now you've started to complete the formula for the big bonus, right? You've sponsored 2, you've built a team of 6, and the only other requirement is that they get 5 customers each. That's it. It's not 5 full packs each. They can get their neighbor on the left to buy the vitamin, the neighbor on the right to buy the sleep aid, their friend to buy the energy. You get my point? They don't have to buy the whole pack. It's better for you if they did, but we're just saying that they all just get 5 customers to go along with joining the business. It's just that simple. And you can see we even have it drawn out for you right there. So we've talked to you about the PV, that's your personal volume, but then there's also the CV, the customer volume. And this is where some people are already starting to get a little mixed up on the money that you can make. Every time someone joins, there is a CV value attached to that. So when they join at the $530, the bonus pack, that CV is 150, right? That's just a set number. That's what it counts for. And so some people think, okay, so in binary, let's see, that would be 150 and 150 and 150. That'd be 450. No, because remember, we're also paying you on the first order bonus. So that's the 175 CV that you see there. That's an average of 5 customers, right? First order bonus. So Bob and Bill joined, they got their 5 customers, they sponsored their 2 consultants, their 2 champions who got 5 customers each. So that's the 150 CV is for enrolling them at the bonus pack. The 175 CV is for the 5 customers that they each gathered. So now we need to pay you for the binary pay, right? So it's real simple. We're just going to add 150 plus 175 plus 150. You get my point? We're going to add the 150 and the 175 on your left leg. We're going to also add the 150 and the 175 on your right leg. In this instance, because it's a perfect world, right? That would be 975 CV. And then we're going to pay you 15% of that. And I'm sorry, but the video is kind of blocking that part of the screen for me. I don't know if I can move that or not. Oh, I can't. but that's $146.25. So you've earned $200 for sponsoring Bob and Bill. That's $400. You've earned the $500 champions bonus. So now you're at $900. Now you get the binary pay of $146.25. Wow, that's pretty good, isn't it? But that's not all. Because when you're looking at this chart, do you think Bob is getting a check? Is Bill earning a check? Because they did sponsor 2 people, right? And those 2 people each went out and gathered some customers, correct? Well, that's the match pay. So in this case, Bob has sponsored 2 people, and they each have a CV of 150 and 175, correct? So Bob's left leg has a CV, his right leg has a CV. So your match pay is going to be based on the 325, that's 150 plus 175. So that's going to equal another $48.75. That's right, for Bob and for Bill. So there's your fast start bonus. There's your binary pay. There's your retail sales. There's your match pay. But what happens when you really learn the system and you do something that Holly talked about? You stay in touch with your organization. So you're calling Bob, you're calling Bill, you're calling the other individuals. Hey, make sure that your customers are buying again. Even if it's just 5 different customers each buying the vitamin, right? Make sure that you're staying in touch with your customers, helping them out, making sure that they know that their auto ship is already set, because we do give customers a discount for being on auto ship. So let's say you put everybody on auto ship, so they order the second month. Well, that's when your residual kicks in. So off of this same organization, your group never grew anymore. So you've already made 400 plus 500 plus 146.25 plus the match pay of 48.75. And now your customer residual, your unilevel residual, just on level 1 is $24 from 2 champions who just got 5 customers apiece. Your first level residual is already $24. Now, what did those 2 champions do? They each sponsored 2 who just got 5 customers each. So look at your residual for level 2. It just doubles. So that's another $48 in residual income. And you've only been in a month. I mean, are you starting to let your mind kind of wonder about the possibilities? Now, here's one to even twist you a little bit more. Some of you aren't understanding this. That $500 bonus, that's not only available at the bonus pack. No. I mean, you're smart, so you joined us with the Founders Pack, right? So what if you go out and sponsor 2 people at the Founders Pack? So instead of $200 fast start bonus, right, that's $500 a piece. So that's already $1,000 you've made from just sponsoring 2. And what if they go out and sponsor 2 people at the Founders Pack? And then what if they all get 5 customers? So absolutely, if you did that within 30 days, we pay you an additional $500 bonus just for helping people see success. I mean, it's crazy what we're willing to offer and pay. Listen, it's going to make a little bit more sense to you over time, but you see the total number there, $1,167. If you just had people join at the bonus pack and they got their customers and they reordered for the second month, because remember, we pay you the first start bonus. So that's that retail sales. That's the first time they buy. The second time they buy, that's when your residual kicks in. So you can see just from getting your organization started, having the customers get on auto ship, why wouldn't they? They're going to save quite a bit of money per product that they purchase. So you've made a total of $1,167 just for kind of getting your organization started. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I remember the last business I was in, my first weekly check was $100. You know, I mean, I can't imagine what some of you are going to earn. You know, because right now, like I know some people that have 20 and 30 plus applications already, and they're probably thinking, oh my God, okay, 20 times 500. Oh my God. That's just the beginning. That's just the beginning, because we still have the binary pay for you. We still have the matching pay for you. You get those customers to reorder, it starts to kick in your unilevel residual pay. Folks, this is going to be phenomenal. I don't know how else to say it. This is going to be absolutely crazy in a good way. So kind of what I want to leave you with is that just like any other business that you've probably ever been in, just realize that we learn more over time, right? I mean, that's just the nature of anything. Look back at yourself, any job you've had. You know, you never started a job understanding every detail fully. We've all learned as we went along. I've had jobs where, you know, there was a 4 to 6 week training period, right? I mean, you couldn't even technically do your job for a month. You had to go through this extensive training just to start to actually do the job, you know, and I've had tons of jobs to where I had a daily person to check in with. Man, if you would treat this like that, you'll explode. What I mean is, what if you started your day by calling the person that sponsored you? What if you found out who sponsored them? And it's real easy. All you got to do is ask. And so what if you not only called the person that sponsored you, but what if every day you also called the person that sponsored them? What if you gave yourself more than a shot at success? Listen, I can't tell you that this is going to be the easiest thing you've ever done, because that may or may not be true. But what I can tell you is that everything we've heard, we love, right? I mean, from people that are tasting our weight management tea, and by the way, you're going to see some videos coming soon, but folks, it's like 7 pounds in their first week, and they're not doing anything unique or special. Everyone that's tried our vitamin is like, holy cow. I had one lady yesterday tell me it tasted like the Kool-Aid her mom used to serve her when she was a kid, the grape flavored Kool-Aid. I'm like, that's a good thing, right? Here's what she said, because we're at a training, we're not at a presentation. She said, abso-freaking-lutely. Like, thumbs up, baby, thank you. I mean, we've had people who just had a day's supply of our energy capsule, and they said, oh my God, it made work seem easy today. Had a guy tell me he was so exhausted from a long, busy weekend that on Monday he just, he just wanted to, because he was super busy all weekend. But he had a task he wanted to do, and so he had gotten one energy capsule as a sample. He took it, and then in 3 hours he was done with work. And he was just kind of blown away, because it's not like all of a sudden you got a bolt of energy. It just lifts you up, and it helps you to stay focused. And here's what I'll leave you with. I'm always honest, transparent with everyone. And some of you already know I didn't graduate at the top of my class. I'm not the best reader in the world. I'm just not. I mean, I can read, but I'm not the best reader. So yesterday I had actually taken the energy capsule and the vitamin mix. And remember, one thing that MitoPrime helps you and I do is stay focused. So yesterday was one of our busiest days so far. Not only were we on the phone and on Zooms, to help get our compensation plan from just a written word to a back office system. And matter of fact, I think next week we get to have some fun and play with it, actually start to grow an organization and making sure that things are triggering properly and, making sure that it pays out properly. So we get to start experimenting with it next week. Doesn't mean we're going to start putting applications in. No. They're all going to be John Smith's, right? And so That's exciting. But the other thing that we had to do yesterday is we had to read 4 documents, everything from policies and procedures to shipping. We had to sit here, and Debbie was sitting in the office with me, and I pulled the documents up one by one. 2 of them were 30 plus pages, and 2 of them were just like 4 or 5 pages. I read right through them. I didn't skip a word. I didn't skip a paragraph. I didn't stutter on a word. I just read it word for word. You know, I'm not the speediest reader, but I read it. And it was about an hour later, I said, Debbie, because one thing that Debbie and I do is we read a book every morning called God's Calling. And, you know, one day she'll read, some days I'll read. She reads more, but some days I'll read. And it takes a little bit longer when I read. But yesterday I read through all of that, didn't skip a beat. And I would even say to her, are you okay with everything I just read? So I could, you know, click done. And she said, absolutely. So in other words, I was even reading it in a good enough manner where she could understand it, right? I wasn't having to stutter and try to pronounce a word. It was just flowing. And about an hour later, I asked her a crazy question. I said, Debbie, was that like the best you've ever heard me read? She said, yeah, why are you asking? And that's when I told her. I said, you know, I took the energy capsule and the vitamin pack today. She, oh my God. I knew that they told us how it helps us on focus, but I didn't expect it to be like that. Folks, this is just real life stories. I can't wait for you to get it in your hands. People keep asking us about samples. Folks, I'm sorry. We are so early on. We've only had like 20 of everything to put our hands on. So, I mean, samples are very, very rare, but that's why we keep sharing the stories with you, the testimonials of the few people who have tried it, because we just want to help get the word out, right? And so I honestly, I don't know if we're going to get any more samples, but I know when we open, everything's going to be ready so that the day you join is the same day the shipments start to be processed to go out. This is going to be amazing. Folks, we have so much to announce that it's crazy. So whenever we start in that first part of March, I want you to look for the first announcement because it will be coming rather soon. This is going to be so phenomenal. I'm so grateful and glad that you're making a change for your life and for your family's life. We're not going to let you down. I've told you before, I think I've learned more from my mistakes than my successes. I don't think I would have had any successes if it wasn't for my failures. But now we're putting it all together because we realize one main important thing. This business, it's not about me and Debbie. This business is about people. And all I've ever wanted to do is help people. And a true network marketer, at some point in their life or in their career, if they ever come to this junction, they have to make the proper choice. If you believe in your heart that you can no longer help people where you currently are, and I don't mean help them make $100, I mean help them to change their life, then it's time to move. We made that decision. We left everything behind and we're starting over. And I'm so glad we're starting over with you. Let's all rise to the top. Let's do it together. Holly has told you about being in early. That's kind of a big deal. Now listen, people joining 10 years from now are still going to make a fortune. It's just that you're probably going to make a little bit more, right? I mean, that's just the fun about being in the right place at the right time and connected to the proper people. And I believe that's what's happening. So God bless each and every single one of you. I'm honored, blessed, and just happy to be working with each of you.